caused an accident, a car accident. Reached into the vehicle to try to pull my sister out, which the vehicle was immobilized. Airbags was deployed, and she couldn't get out. He reached in and tried to pull her out with his gun and shot her once in the chest. According to him, his gun discharged. So if his gun discharged, that means this was an accident. But after that, he dragged her out of the car and left her face down to bleed out while she yelled to call for help, call an ambulance. She didn't want to die like that. From the first night, Frank and Constance has been there for our family, and I'm here to support them. I go everywhere they go, and I thank you guys for being here. I didn't write a speech, I don't do speeches or anything, but I just want to give you a little statistic. 2012, 21 people were killed by NYPD. You only hear about a few, so I just want to take this time really quick to name the 21 people. That's averaging about 2 per month. January 12th, DeJuan Brown, 26. January 26th, Christopher Kisane, 22. January 29th, Antoine White, 17 years old. February 2nd, Ramarley Graham, 18 years old. February 14th, Michael McBride, 52. March 15th, Sharice Francis, 30 years old. April 12th, Tamon Robinson, 27 years old. April 12th, Rudolph Wyatt, 23 years old. May 10th, Samuel Rivers, 40 years old. June 14th, my sister, Jennifer Davis, 23 years old. July 4th, Edgar Owens, 46 years old. August 11th, Eddie Fernandez, 28 years old. August 12th, Darius Kennedy, 51 years old. August 24th, Jeffrey Johnson, 58 years old. September 7th, Ronaldo Cuevas, 20 years old. September 7th, Waylon Jackson, 27 years old. September 20th, Taiwan Hill, 22 years old. September 25th, Muhammad Ba, 28 years old. October 5th, Noel Polanco, 22 years old. October 25th, Prince James, 18 years old. And November 4th, Ronald Herrera, 20 years old. I just want to give a moment of silence for them and thank Constance and Frank for having me. Guys, continue to support them. They support me from the first day, and my sister, my family. There's a lot that we didn't know, but I wish we didn't know. Sometimes I question why it didn't have to happen, but I know why it had to happen. They took our angels so that we could get together and stop this from happening. So please continue to support us.
When we were burying our son, these 2 officers was on top of the 47th precinct. They were laughing. They had no idea the camera caught them. This is what they do. So please don't fool yourself and thinking these people in any way. They weren't the one who pulled the trigger, but they were laughing. So that just showed the disrespect. We didn't know where our son's body was for 4 days. And this is my opinion, they hid it from us. We were at Lady at Mercy that night. They never told us he was there. We kept asking, they never told us anything. Finally, after a politician got involved, we found out that he was in Jacoby. Carl Mason was the politician that found it for us. And when we got to Jacoby, Ramarley was under the wrong name. These are all the things that the NYPD does when they kill your loved one. And I'm saying this because I want people to understand what we've been going through from the day they killed him. None of them were sorry. They wasn't sorry. They tried to cover it, but when they realized it was too big, it was bigger than any of them in that precinct, they couldn't do no better. And they know what was going to start happening. We even have African American officers in that precinct that approach us that very night and abuse us with his words, verbally abuse us. But thank God he's no longer in the 47th precinct. He's out. The commanding officer, he's out too. Right. But men more needs to go. That's right. And we will, this is a part of the fight. We need all the rotten eggs, the bad apples, call it what it is, to be out of the 47th precinct. Because they figure it's a heavily West Indian community and we scared we don't speak. Well, guess what? We start. We are speaking now. We didn't ask for this challenge. They brought it to us. And if anyone in this room ever come across someone who needs information, we're not attorneys, but we know people. Just tell them, talk to us. And if we can help them, we point them to someone that will. It doesn't matter how small it is. Police need to understand that communities stand together, they cannot divide. Plain and simple.
All right, we're going to have Jose from Stop, Stop, and Frisk speak. All right, you're going to have David Jones speak.
Good evening, everybody. My name is David Jones. I'm the New York representative of Blacks in Law Enforcement of America. Blacks in Law Enforcement of America is a national organization of black law enforcement professionals throughout the United States. We formed Blacks in Law Enforcement of America because we broke away from the National Black Police Association because we felt that they wasn't addressing the issues in the black community. We feel that as black officers, it's 3 degrees of separation from our community. When situations like this happen, either we know the person, we know somebody that knows the person, or the person is a family member. I could go down the list and show you how I'm connected to young black men and young black law enforcement that were shot and killed by police. And I was connected to him. Christopher Ridley of White Plains, I knew his father. Dan Roy Henry, the young college student that was shot and killed in Mount Pleasant. The young man that was sitting in his car. His father was a friend of a co-worker. Kenneth Chamberlain Sr., which his son is sitting right here. Not only did I grow up with his son, Kenneth Chamberlain was a retired correction officer. He was an elder in our facility. Ramarley Graham, not even knowing the family or the child, but a friend of 20 years was his teacher. So I'm connected to these people. And as law enforcement, it's my God-given right to speak out on the injustice. See, because we have to look at the community, these people work for us. We pay their salaries, we pay their pensions, we buy their equipment. The cars that they ride around come from the taxpayers. That's you. You have a right to speak up on how you want your community to be policed.
Ana Cueva is the mother of Ronaldo Cueva. He is the young man that was murdered September 7th by an officer from the PSA 7, Ramis Bengali. He was murdered while the store was being robbed. Him and the manager seen the opportunity to run out the store. And when he ran out the store, the police officer, once again, his name is Ramis Bengali, killed him, shot him in the back. The first thing that the Commissioner Ray Kelly did was show a video saying that the gun gun accidentally discharged when they ran into each other. But when you start looking at the video over and over, you start noticing that they never ran into each other. Plus, why would Ronaldo Cueva end up with a bullet going through his back, piercing his heart and coming out through the front? And also, after they did that, they dragged his body about 25 feet away from the door and left him there about half an hour bleeding out while they was trying to get the other guys in there. Now, this is a very sensitive case because Officer Ramarley did not follow procedures and protocol. There was a hostage negotiation. He's not supposed to have been that close to the store, but he was, and that's why Ronaldo Cueva is dead. So, on behalf of Ana Cueva, she told me to tell the Graham family that she's there with them and that she will stand by them. She understands and feels their pain, and she's there until the end. She's going to fight with them, and she also wanted to say thank you for the Ramarley call, because I'm also part of the Ramarley call, and thank you for the support that they, that the Grahams have been giving them through their network that has been getting people out there to support the Ronaldo Cueva's family. Another thing I want to say is to my family of freedom fighters, my Stop freedom fighter family that's here all around the area, I would not be able to be the person that I am or be able to do the things that I'm doing without their assistance. Right? They are the ones that give me the strength and the courage to go out there and do cop watch every single day, to go out there and confront police and try to prevent the police brutality that takes every single day. I am a dedicated fighter to end stop and frisk. You know what I'm saying? And I have a lot of respect for Jamani Williams because ever since we created that button to stop and frisk, he has not stopped wearing it. You will see him on TV, you will see him everywhere wearing that button. You know what I'm saying? It was created by our team, Stop and Frisk. Another thing is, when I seen that little girl singing, man, I thought I was in heaven. And there was a heaven, that was the moment where heaven was at for me. You know what I'm saying? Because her voice was an angelic voice. But that also reminds me of Wilson, alright? Wilson Reyes, who was 7 years old and was handcuffed, alright? And he was taken to a precinct for 6 hours and interrogated, alright? That little girl is exactly like they're saying that young little 7-year-old boy. They could do that to that little girl like they did that to little boy. And when we see police doing that, we know there's a problem with the police system that we are living under right now. Right? And I also am saying, and last one, to say thank a lot of my Occupy Wall Street brothers and sisters, because they are the ones who gave me, you know what I'm saying, the courage and the strength also to be able to continue doing the same what I'm doing and what my team and my brothers and sisters will stop out for the freedom fight doing. And I want to tell, you know what I'm saying, Constance and Frank, that I will dedicate my life until the last breath that I have on this planet to fight with them and every other single family that has fallen under the same umbrella of police brutality and the murderous tactics that they practice every day in our community. And no matter what obstacles in my path, I will not stop fighting for justice, freedom, and equality for all the people, man.
I just want to say, Jose is not just for stopping the police. He's all over the place. He's with different organizations, not just one, not just two, not three. Probably about 20 right by now. That's how far it probably reached. So I just want to say, Jose, thank you. Thank you for all the work you've been doing with Cop Watch also, because without Cop Watch, a lot of these cops won't be exposed. And you do a lot of that every day on Facebook and on YouTube when you do it. So thank you. I just want to say, Charmaine, stay right there for a second. I want to give up. Charmaine been with us since this first day. I never knew Charmaine till when Ramarley died. She came to my house. My fridge, I think it was the fridge or the stove, something was wrong with it, but I wasn't there that day. And that's the first time she met Ramarley. Ramarley was sitting in the house, and she came to help with the stove or the fridge. But I wasn't there when she came. But the day after the incident with Ramarley, she been with us. And sometimes we don't agree on everything. And we get in fights sometimes, but she never left her side. And she's a true friend. And I really think she's in it for the long haul. A lot of times you see people come and they have a hidden agenda or they want something. But I can really say, she doesn't want anything. She's here for a reason. She's here because she wants justice for Ramarley. She will get in people's face and tell them, you have to come out. You have a son, you have a daughter. Make a difference. Just don't walk by. If she passes the flyer out and people don't want to take it, she stopped them and said, listen, this will happen to your son. This happened to your daughter. And I want to say thank you for that, because we need more people like her to stand up and make a difference. And she has been making a difference. Like I said, we don't always agree on stuff. She could have walked away like so many other people, but she stood by, and she's here with me. Just want to say thank you, Shirley.
Amen.
Father alive in the hood is also been with us. Thank you. Thank you. Lenny, I see you over there looking at me cross-eyed. But it's okay, I still love you. You know, sometimes we don't agree either, but, you know, we still stay in the fight, and we always going to be in the fight. And I'm glad you're with us. I don't know if I'm forgetting anybody, but I just want to say, yeah, Gillette, I see your head. You at every court date. You always did. She come to my house early in the morning just to get the ride to go to court. But thank you, Gillette. I appreciate that. Albert also, he's also a true friend, because he has a picture from the first day we went to court, and he always walked with that picture. Every rally, he has that picture with him. Thank you, Albert. I just want to say thank you for everybody, and if I leave somebody out, don't be mad. I didn't intentionally do it, but I just want to say thank you for everybody. Thank everybody that's here tonight, because like I said before, you didn't have to be here because it's really cold outside, and you came out to support us, and you supported us at ramarleyscall. It's not just about Ramarley. You support the whole community and let people know people are fed up and tired of the injustice system that's been going on with the people of black and brown. And we are really tired, and it's time we're going to take a stand and let Richard Hayes make Richard Hayes an example, and let him get time. Let him go to jail. Show that we are tired and fed up of injustice that has been done to us.
That's right.
Patsy, stand up.
Word.
That's my mom. You see how frail she is. She's really tiny. And this is who they had in the precinct for 7 hours interrogating, trying to put words in her mouth. But she knew the truth, so she didn't fall for it. She stand up around and let them know she's not going to tell the story that they wanted to tell. She's going to tell the story that she saw what happened. She not stand up. Stand on the chair. That was my son at the time. He was 6 years old in the apartment when it happened, when they gunned down his brother in front of him. I just want everybody just to pray for him. Pray for him, because what he saw, he really messed his mind up. And he's 7 right now, but I always think when he reached 15 and a cop decided to stop him, and he decided, well, I'm not going to stop for you because I remember what you did to my brother. Maybe you're going to do the same thing to me. I'm going to have to go bury him too. That's my biggest fear. And that's why I'm fighting so hard out here to make sure that doesn't happen to him. And I'm going to continue fighting. I'm going to continue fighting, because that's what a mom's supposed to do for their kids. They're supposed to look out for their kids and do what's necessary for that child. And this is what I'm going to do for my child. No matter what Bloomberg and Kelly said, you're going to answer to me. No matter what it is, you're going to tell me something.
What?
Once again, I want to thank everyone. Thank everybody for coming out. Really and truly, as Little Miss said, you could have been somewhere else, but you choose to come here. Ramarley was a special kid, you know, loved by many of us. But I just want to point out a couple of people who knew him very well. And I'm going to start out with, he called her Fluffy, we call her Fluffy, stand up Fluffy. That was our baby boy. Queenie is Auntie Queenie. Cache, you and Marley was like, I don't know. That's his sister. My sister Sally, my cousin Dawn, and to everyone who knew Ramarley.
I just want to say, Sharon Gardner, I see you over there. And if she come up here, she would tell you a story about Ramarley when Marley was small. She found Marley in the lobby. Marley must have been like about, age 6. And he was claiming he was going to the store. And if she didn't stop him, he probably would have walked to the store. And ever since that day, we've been friends. You know, she always come upstairs and say hi, and she always asks for Marley. Sharon, thank you.
And there's a lot of people from all over, 220, 229, I'm looking at some of them right there that knew Marley most of his life. Tashawa Wesley, and someone we don't talk about a lot, and we should. Jasmine, Ramarley girlfriend, stand up Jasmine. Reese, we know you knew Marley since he was a baby. But to everyone who ever loved him, and just to everyone who wanted to support him, my friend Yu and Sandra, you know Ramarley since he was a baby. You know Ramarley before he was even born. That's all long. You know, to everyone who ever loved him, to everyone who came out to support and will continue to support. The 26th of March, we go back to court. If you can make it, let's help Pat that courtroom. Because we want them to understand that we will not disappear. We're not going away. We will be here. Because we demand justice, and we don't stand up and watch justice being done. Sir, now, I don't know, we're about to wrap it up. But for the young lady that sings, do you have another song? Maybe you want to sing something else to them? See, everybody's clapping. They won't hear you again. You have something else? She is such a bright young lady. And this is our future. And this is what they want to stop. And this is why we have to fight to make sure that they never stop it. You understand? Because with the mass incarceration, murdering our young youth, what are they leaving? What are they doing for our young black princess that's growing up? They're sending them to death out of their race, not by choice, but because they don't have a choice. And this is some of the things that we're fighting for. ISO, all the members from ISO, Luchi Lee, thank you. I don't know if Constance is here, but you know, she brings it from day one. I've been begging her to come and help us. She finally came aboard, and she's been nothing but help. Thanks a lot. Thanks to everyone. I mean, you know, I'm not good at remembering them. Thanks to everybody. Now we're going to have this Princess Rubian come up and do something for us again.
Lord, I lift the name on high. Lord, I love to sing your praises. I'm so glad you're in my life. I'm so glad you came to save us. You came from heaven to earth to show the way from Lord, I lift your name on high. Lord, I love to sing your praises. I'm so glad you're in my life. I'm so glad you came to save us. You came from heaven to earth to show the way, from the earth to the cross. My debt to pay, from the cross to the grave, from the grave to the sky. Lord, I lift the name on high. Lord, I lift the name on high. Lord, I lift the name on high.
Now before we go, we came in prayers, we want to leave in prayers. I'm going to ask my cousin Selena to send us out.